this is the basic package that most guy would start with, but it comes like that.
Okay.
So it comes with all the accessories so that you can accessorize the pack to the hunt that you're going to use it on.
Wow.
So in this case, you know, maybe I want the shelf on there and I don't mind carrying the extra weight. So I use the shelf on the frame that's set up like that, and basically it starts here at just about 3.5 pounds. It's extremely...
With frame and harness? Wow. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
So I spent the entire year building this frame to try and figure out how to make it so that it's the right fit. You know, it's got to fit right to start with, and it's also going to flex when you walk. So it does. And so this action right here allows this thing to twist and flex.
Almost like a pivot point.
Yeah, because your body flexes like that as you walk. You know, your
Right.
shoulders and your hips are moving, and so this needs to move with you in order to be able to keep the gear in tight. So that does that. But when you get the load on it, it's extremely rigid. So
Wow.
so with this way, it has some flex. This way, which is the way the weight is pulling, there is no flex. And that's the same thing down here.
So are all these notches
Torso
not just weight
adjustment.
savings, they're adjustments.
They're torso
and attachment
adjustment.
points.
Yep. So you can adjust the torso so you have exact torso length on your body, because this obviously would fit me different than it would fit you.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that we fit the torso exactly, and the hip belt's in the right position. So on the hip belt, it's reversed, and you can see that and most hip belts go this way.
Yeah.
This sits on the hips, and so instead of coming from below the hip and not fitting the hip correctly, when you put it on and you get it buckled and you pull the straps, it's pulling top and bottom, you can see how that sits on the hips.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you got a big load on there, it doesn't want to climb down below your butt. It sits on the hips where it should.
So is the frame one size? I
Yep.
mean, you have a one size frame?
One size frame. I have another version at home right now that's lighter, and I'm not sure where I would apply that. We can do anything we want with it from here as far as CNC machining and cutting. The mold is extremely expensive to build, so we can do what we want, but for starters and going forward right now, it's a 24-inch length. It's a standard size that fits most any of the packs, so it is one length and one size.
So the frame itself is 24 inches. What kind of torso range would that fit?
It's going to pretty much, I mean, even this one would fit you. Part of the
Right.
reason why is because, here, let me hold that.
And still have functional load lifters?
Yes. Yep, they work well, and you can move them. So we have locations on the load lifters that you can move them.
Right.
That's going to sit
It's just
higher.
crazy throwing this thing on. Like, it's so fun.
I know, and it's going to sit higher in your hips than you would have anticipated.
Yeah.
Because of the waist belt. Because when you have a waist belt like this, it sits
Yeah.
much lower.
Right. And I'd never noticed that sort of inverse curve. Like, you can tell right away. It just,
Immediately, just
why is it
buckle
not
it
like
and
that?
pull it.
Yeah. I mean, you can just tell.
In 2 years, everybody will have that.
Yeah. Oh, this is
The reverse.
yeah,
Yep.
the reverse. Not used to that.
Yep. It actually pulls tighter when you reverse them like that. It pulls
Yeah.
better. Then you pull them forward.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice.
It's done.
Yeah.
And these are completely pre-arched, so they're coming in to fit and good in here. You got good sternum strap adjustment on the front, so you can get it where it belongs. And when you put weight on here, you know, what I like to do is bring weight to sit here.
Right.
But I mean, feel how good the pack feels, and it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like you have anything on.
No. Yeah. Wow. So, going from this to that, so the full pack, what piece is that? I mean, I see like the meat shelf and whatnot, but
Okay,
what
so-
piece is that actual pack thing?
So what you're seeing right there is the bottom, which is on that
Okay.
one. The bottom's on here. The wing,
Okay.
and there's a wing here. And there's a wing here. And what you do is you take this, it comes with all these buckles, and you take this and you run the webbing through. And guys might not even use the center bag, but it comes with it. So what you're seeing over there is all these pieces. So this goes on here, and then if I wanted to have a backpack, and I have my wings on both sides, they come through the backside like this, and they wrap around the corners. They would fold in here for anything I laid on here. So this would carry the weight, this would wrap the weight in, This time I want to have a bag, so more of a backpack. This hooks into those hooks. So now I hook this to this hook. And now I have a full bag inside the bag.
Nice. So what?
And then this is a removable lid as well as a fanny pack.
What capacity is that bag? That inner bag?
What you see right there is about 3,400.
34. Okay.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Good.
Nice. Looks really good.
Yeah, so complete like it is right there. Now we can go forward. We can say, okay, you know, next year we're gonna have a 6,000 cubic inch bag that hooks on this. We'll have a 4,000. So now you can go and you can start doing. You want to have a meat bag and a fanny pack. Or you want to have a rifle scabbard. Those are accessories that you just buy and you start accessorizing your system.
A base and then the system.
Your system.
Yeah.
And then you accessorize it.
Nice. That's good. It's pretty exciting.
It's cool.
Yeah.